Welcome to the Sunday School Reading Channel. If this reading is a blessing to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Our reading for July 2nd, 2023 is entitled Peace to the Nations. The devotional reading comes from Isaiah chapter 55. Background scripture comes from Zechariah chapter 9, verses 9 through 17. Print passage comes from Zechariah chapter 9, verses 9 through 13, and verses 16 through 17. Key verse comes from Zechariah chapter 9, verse 16. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 1 reads as follows: Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Verse 2. Why spend money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? Listen to me, and eat what is good, and you will delight in the riches of fare. Verse 3. Give ear and come to me. Listen, that you may live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you, my faithful love promised to David. Verse 4. See, I have made him a witness to the peoples, a ruler and commander of the peoples. Verse 5. Surely you will summon nations you know not, and nations you do not know will come running to you, because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for he has endowed you with splendor. Verse 6. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Verse 7. Let the wicked forsake their ways, and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on them, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. Verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. Verse 9. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Verse 10. As the rain and the snow come down from heaven, and do not return to it, without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish, so that it yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater. Verse 11. So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It would not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Verse 12. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Verse 13. Instead of the thorn bush will grow the juniper, and instead of the briars, the myrtle will grow. This will be for the Lord's renown, for an everlasting sign that will endure forever. Our next reading comes from Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9, reads as follows: Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. Verse 10. I will take away the chariots from Ephraim, and from the war horses from Jerusalem, and the battle bow will be broken. He will proclaim peace to the nations. His rule will extend from sea to sea, and from the river to the ends of the earth. Verse 11, As for you, because of the blood of my covenant with you, I will free your prisoners from the waterless pit. Verse 12, Return to your fortress, you prisoners of hope. Even now I announce that I will restore twice as much to you. Verse 13, I will bend Judah as I bend my bow, and fill it with Ephraim. I will rouse your sons, Zion, against your sons, Greece, and make you like a warrior's sword. Verse 14, Then the Lord will appear over them. His arrow will flash like lightning. The sovereign Lord will sound the trumpet. He will march in the storms of the south. Verse 15, And the Lord Almighty will shield them. They will destroy and overcome with sling stones. They will drink and roar with wine. It will be filled like a bowl used for sprinkling the corners of the altar. Verse 16, The Lord, their God, will save his people on that day, as a shepherd saves his flock. They will sparkle in his land like jewels in a crown. Verse 17, How attractive and beautiful they will be. Grain will make the young men thrive, and new wine the young women. This concludes our reading for July 2nd, 2023. I will end this broadcast by reading Psalms 1. Please read with me. Verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Verse 6. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Thank you for listening. If this reading has been a blessing to you, please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, may the Lord bless you abundantly.